Hi class, welcome to week 7 of HIS 151. And this week you are going to have 3 assignments that are due. The first one is a blog, and the blog is on the Mayan code. Now this week we're studying the Native American societies of North America, and the Mayans are a fascinating group of individuals. Of course, you've all heard the rumors about the Mayan calendar in 2012, and I have a link for you if you're interested in that. It's a short podcast on the Mayan calendar and what it really means and kind of the myths behind it and will the world really end in 2012? Well, I guess we have to wait and see. It's not due to end, according to the Mayans, until the month of December. But the Mayans were fascinating because they had this code, this script of writing, much like hieroglyphics that we saw in Egypt and similar to the Sumerians and cuneiform and those things. But the Mayan code was almost seen as this impossible code to crack. And there's a fascinating PBS video that I put up for you called Cracking the Mayan Code, and your blog is related to that video. So please watch the video and then leave your blog comments about that. The second piece of history we're studying this week is the East Asia societies of China and Japan. And at this time period, in history, we have China at the very end of the Ming Dynasty went out on these amazing expeditions in the late 1300s and very early 1400s. They were commanded by an admiral named Zheng He, and he had this fleet of what they called treasure ships, and they were gigantic. And when you see them in comparison to what the Europeans and specifically the Portuguese used when they went out exploring at the end of the 1400s, these ships just pale in comparison to what the Chinese had. So I'm asking you to comment on a voice thread about the fleet and the commander Zheng He. Now, what I've given you to kind of help you do the voice thread is a very short 5-minute video on Zheng He, which I'm asking you to watch first because it'll really intrigue you and get you interested into wanting to learn more about Zheng He. And then I have a PowerPoint that I put up in the actual voice thread folder on Blackboard that will help you kind of get a sense of what Zheng He's all about. And the question you're going to be answering is, was Zheng He just this amazing commander, or was he going out to kind of be this imperial aggressor trying to show the might of the Ming Dynasty? The voice thread itself, I've narrated this PowerPoint and added some information just verbally to it. And then at the end, on the very last slide, I'm asking you to figure out, in your opinion, was he this kind of a good guy and just going out for the love and excitement of exploring, or was he really trying to show the might of the imperial power that the Mings were? That's your second assignment. Your third assignment this week is sort of a culmination of all things learned in HIS 151. I'm asking you to do a journal again. This one's your last journal, and it's asking you to leave some information for me in paragraph form about a common theme that you've seen running through all of world history studied thus far, going all the way back to cosmic history to this week's information about the Aztecs, the Mayans, and Zheng He. Is there a common theme that you've noticed? And then not more importantly, but equally important, is what aspect of world history has really intrigued you and have you really kind of taken a new appreciation of? What piece of world history are you definitely going to, when you talk to friends about, oh, I took this course and it was really, this part of world history was really interesting to me. What will that piece be? So they're the 3 major assignments. I have a study guide for you again with page numbers, and I have your quiz. Also, I will have a WIMBA session. It has to be a little bit earlier this week. It'll be on Tuesday night still, but for your class it'll be at 5:30. I will go over the study guide. I will refer you to specific paragraphs. I will fill in some gaps maybe on what the history behind these questions, like explain a little bit more, put it in big picture for you. If you can't attend, I am going to record it, so feel free to come back and watch it. I find it'll be helpful for you if you just at least watch the video and understand where the questions are coming from. And I will see you guys back here next week. just a little bit of information. I put it in the planner as well. This Friday at like 6 a.m. I am leaving on that 4-day bike journey from Philadelphia to the Poconos and back. It's a 250-mile bike ride that I'm doing with an organization in West Philly, and we're riding with about 16 or 17 students from Philadelphia up to the Poconos and back. And I will not have my computers. I'll have my iPhone, so I will be able to respond to email, but I will not be able to like literally change things, especially iPhone and VoiceThread are not very compatible. So please get into VoiceThread, make sure it works, make sure you can open it before Friday. Also, if you'd like to email me your study guide, I need you to email me your study guide by Thursday night at 6 p.m. I will crank through them, I promise you that, and get them back to you by Friday before 6 a.m. so that you can use them on the quiz. Please email me if you have any questions. I will be able to check my phone a few times during the day on that big bike journey, but I will not be able to, like I said, go into Blackboard and manipulate things. So if you have any questions or concerns about the course, I suggest getting to them earlier this week than later. But I look forward to hearing from you. I really look forward to hearing about your blog and looking at your VoiceThread, because these are two topics that I find completely fascinating. The Mayan Code, and Zheng He are two of my favorite subjects in world history in 151. All right, have a great week, guys, and I look forward to working with you.